Greetings ladies and gentlemen, Adrian here, welcome back to the channel. Before I get into Wildstar, I'd like to let you folks know that voting for the next MMO review is now live, and you can do so at the straw poll that I created. You can find the link to that in the description box below, so go ahead and vote. Some games aren't there on the list due to IP bans and region blocks, but in case I've missed anything or you'd like to suggest another MMORPG, go ahead and leave a comment on the straw poll page. Alright, now let's talk about Wildstar. Wildstar, as most of you know, is a former subscription-only MMORPG by Carbine Studios and NCSoft that's gone free-to-play on Steam in recent years. Well, they are bringing back the Free 50 Frenzy event this week, which simply means if you have not participated in this event before, you can log in during the 1st of November and before the 5th of November to claim a one-time free level 50 boost for a newly created character. Again, this is a once per account lifetime deal, so once you've claimed it, it's done, it's over. The boost itself differs from the paid version in the Wildstar cash shop, but does come with a bunch of stuff to help your newly made 50. You'll get a full set of DPS gear and support gear, a bag of path rewards, a house teleport item, and a capital city recall depending if you're in exile or dominion. All in all, it's a pretty good deal, so snap it up. A level 50 boost is valued at $30 US or more in the cash shop. Out of curiosity, I browsed a lot of the comment sections of news sites that shared this promo, and there's a lot of doom and gloom surrounding this free 50 Frenzy event, and it's not hard to understand why. If you are a former player like myself, you'll perhaps have some idea. Wildstar's in-game population has not been great even since going free to play. They've cut down the amount of servers to 1 each for NA and EU, but most of the low-level maps still feel like ghost towns. And because I've been away for quite some time, I wanted to get a clearer picture of what the population looks like, hence I turned to Steam charts. Now, I'm well aware that Steam charts doesn't take into consideration the amount of players not playing Wildstar through Steam, but at this point I really don't think that matters, because the numbers are pretty damning. What you're seeing here was recorded on Halloween, 31st of October 2017, a day before the level 50 free boost. These numbers are expected to rise once new players start logging in to claim that boost and check out the endgame. But let's focus on those numbers for a second. An average of 214 players in the last 30 days. That's pretty sad. And to give you some context, let's show you what other free-to-play MMORPGs averages on Steam look like. Here's Neverwinter, which I'm sure didn't have the development budget that Wildstar had, and here's Nostale, a classic MMORPG that got relaunched on Steam a month or so ago. These may only be temporary figures, but it paints a pretty ghastly picture of how things are looking in Wildstar. Thus, it makes perfect sense to me that they are generously giving away free level 50 boosts to new players, because that's where the majority of Wildstar players are at, the endgame. It's where the game opens up a lot more too, and players will be able to find groups for dungeon runs easier than when leveling, that's for sure. The game absolutely needs new blood, and the 50 boost will propel them to do what the developers believe is the best part of their game, the endgame. Even they know right now that new players will probably not survive the leveling experience from 1 to 50, which is unfortunate. Now, why is that? When Wildstar launched, it had the reputation of being a hardcore MMO. Players can expect challenging dungeons and raids thanks to its frenzy telegraphic combat system, which isn't for everyone by the way. The game also has pretty cute and cuddly cartoon graphics, a good soundtrack, and a pretty fun attitude. But that alone isn't enough to keep folks around. I stopped playing after hitting 50 due to the very fact that it's hardcore. I couldn't commit to the guild I was in because the runs were straining, and the combat system, especially in the endgame dungeons, expects you to have excellent latency because of all the dodging and dancing around the boss's telegraphs that you'll be doing. But that wasn't even my biggest issue with it. I found a large portion of the game's PvE experience, especially the main story, to be bland and uninteresting, which is probably why I never stuck around. It's just not memorable and engaging enough for me, and that's one aspect of an MMORPG that I consider super important to make a game inclusive and wholesome for everyone, PvEers, PvPers, and that the developers really shouldn't just cater to the hardcore crowd, or this will be the outcome. So in the next day or so, I'll claim my free boost and make a brand new level 50 and give the endgame a shot with the other new players jumping in. I'll probably do it on a live stream so you guys can tune in and join me in seeing what 50 is like and how the population is after that. So keep your eyes peeled for that notification. In the meantime, if you're a former or current Wildstar player, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section below. Hit the like button if you're enjoying the content, and feel free to subscribe to the channel for more MMORPG videos. Once again, I'm Adrian, and I thank you for watching. You've reached the end screen of the video. If you want to subscribe to the channel, you click the button in the middle. If you want to watch more, click the videos playing to the left or to the right. Come by, comrade!